Здравствуйте. Hello and welcome to the class. Today we'll start with some salutations. As we say in English, good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night. So, how do we say those sentences or those salutations in Russian? So, let me show you on the blackboard how do we say them. Доброе утро. Доброе утро. Доброе утро. Доброе утро is good morning. Now come to the second salutation. Добрый день. Добрый день. Добрый день is good afternoon. The third one that we have is Добрый вечер. Добрый вечер. Dobry вечер is good evening. Now the fourth one, спокойной ночи. Спокойной ночи, which means good night. So let's do it once again. Доброе утро. Доброе утро. Добрый день. Добрый день. Добрый вечер. Добрый вечер. Спокойной ночи. Спокойной ночи. So now we have understood how do we wish someone we meet in Russian. Good morning is Доброе утро. Good afternoon is Добрый день. Good evening is Добрый вечер. And good night is Спокойной ночи. In the previous lesson, we introduced the Russian alphabet. In this lesson, we will learn some alphabets, some vowels and some consonants. So, let me first tell you how do we pronounce a vowel and how do we pronounce a consonant. How do they differ from each other? So, before that we need to understand how do we pronounce a sound in any language. So, what happens is the air is blown out of the lungs, it travels all the way through your throat and then it comes out from the oral cavity. And if the passage of air is free, that is without any obstruction, we pronounce a vowel. But if the passage of air is obstructed either by meeting of lips or by tongue touching the teeth or alveoli or palate, then there is an obstruction and this obstructed sound will be a consonant. So, that is how we pronounce a consonant and a vowel. So, let me demonstrate how does a vowel differ from a consonant. Okay, let us pronounce this letter. This is A. So, while pronouncing this letter, we do not feel any obstruction inside the oral cavity. That means it is a vowel. Now, come to this letter. This is P. When we pronounce this letter, our lips they touch each other. It is called a bilabial consonant. Why? Because we feel an obstruction in the air while it comes out from the lungs. So, that is why it is a consonant. So, I hope you must have understood what is the difference between a vowel and a consonant. Okay, so the words that we learned are monosyllabic words, that is they contain only one syllable. So, now the question comes, what is a syllable? A syllable is a minimal unit of pronunciation having one vowel with or without surrounding consonants, thereby forming the whole or a part of a word. And it is to be noted that the number of syllables in a word is equal to the number of vowels. So, let us do some examples of disyllabic words. So, let me write them on the blackboard. Okay. So, this word is pa, papa. So, there are two vowels. So, this word contains two syllables, that is why it is called disyllabic word. The next word that we have is ma, mama. Again there are two vowels in this word. So, this is bisyllabic word or disyllabic word. The third word that we have is Avgust. Again this word has two vowels a and u. So, that is why this word is again a disyllabic word. Okay. You must have noticed that I have put an accent mark on the words that we have done. On all the disyllabic words, I have put an accent mark on one of the vowels. So, let me explain what is that accent mark. So, this is basically stress system in Russian language. So, let me demonstrate what is a stress in Russian. So, in this word which is pronounced as papa, you can see that this a is pronounced more tensely than this a, pa. Again here ma, a. In the third word again u. So, again the stressed vowels are pronounced more tensely. So, this is what this accent does in a Russian word. So, we have already seen what a stress does in a word. So, if in a disyllabic word there are two vowels, means two syllables. So, what happens with the unstressed syllable? So, unstressed syllables or unstressed vowels undergo reduction. So, how do you understand reduction? A reduction can be qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative reduction denotes the change of tone of a vowel, and quantitative reduction denotes the shortening of a vowel sound. So, let me demonstrate. As we have already seen that in the word papa, the stressed a is a and unstressed a is pronounced as a. So, here this unstressed vowel has undergone reduction. Again here unstressed a is reduced to a. Here this unstressed u is reduced to u or small u. So, this is how we can explain reduction process in Russian. Stress system in Russian plays a very important role in deciding the meaning of a word. For example, we have two words doma and dama, which are written exactly in the similar way, but if we change the stress they will mean different things. So, let us write it on the blackboard and you will understand it more clearly. See here, I have written 4 words, out of which 2 of them are written exactly in a similar way. Again, these words are written in the same way. The spellings are same. The only difference between these 2 words are the position of stressed vowel. In the first word, the vowel O is stressed. So, how will we pronounce this word? Do-ma, doma. Here, this O is unstressed, while this A is stressed. So, how will we pronounce this word? Da-ma, dama. So, see, the position of stress has changed here in these 2 words. Doma is at home. So, it is an adverb, and here dama is houses, houses plural of dome. The same way, here I have written 2 words, za, a, ma, o, ka, but this a is stressed and o is unstressed. So, how will we pronounce this word? Za-mak, za-mak, zamak. Now, let us move on to the next word, which is again the spelling is same, za, a, ma, o, ka, but here in this word stress has shifted to on the vowel O. So, how will we pronounce this word? Zamok, zamok. This zamak means a castle, zamak, castle, but here zamok means a lock. So, now you must have understood that you have to be very careful while writing and while pronouncing the words, because if you change the position of the stress, the meaning changes. So, let us practice some more words, monosyllabic, disyllabic and trisyllabic words. So, I will write them on the blackboard and you try to pronounce them correctly. Please pay attention to the stress. The first word is the, o, ma, dome, ma, o, sa, ta, most, sa, a, the, sat, sa, o, ka, soak. So, as you can see, all these words have only one syllable. So, these are monosyllabic words. So, let us move on to disyllabic words or the words having 2 vowels. This word we have already done, the, o, ma, a, and the stress is on o. So, do, ma, doma. Next is the, o, sa, ka, a, thus ka. Why? Because this a is stressed and o is unstressed. So, this o will be pronounced as a. The third word again, ba, u, ka, va, a. So, again there are 2 vowels, u and a, and this a is stressed and u is unstressed. So, how will we pronounce this word? Bukva, bukva. So, these words have 2 vowels, that is why they are called disyllabic words. So, now come to the third group of words. So, how many vowels are there? G, o, l, o, v, a, and a is stressed and these 2 o are unstressed. So, these unstressed o will be pronounced as a. So, g, l, va, galava. Let us come to the next word, which is ma, a, g, a, z, e, n, and this e is stressed and rest of the vowels are unstressed. So, these two A will be pronounced as A. Magazine, magazine. So, we have already seen the examples of stressed and reduced vowels, and this phenomenon of reduction can be understood more clearly in Hindi by using matras. For example, stressed A will be pronounced as A and unstressed A will be pronounced as A. Again, stressed A will be pronounced as A and unstressed A will be pronounced as A. Stressed O will be pronounced as O, while unstressed O will be pronounced as A. Stressed E will be pronounced as E, unstressed E will be pronounced as E. Stressed U will be pronounced as U and unstressed U will be pronounced as U. So, before ending the lesson, I will introduce our next topic, which is gender, gender of a noun or gender of nouns in Russian. I have written some words on the blackboard and I have categorized into 3 columns: on, ana and ano. So, let us read these words quickly. The, o, ma, which is dom. Sa, ta, o, la, stol. Sa, ta, u, la, stool. Sa, ta, a, ka, a, na, and stress is on a. So, stakan. All these words end with a hard consonant: ma, la, la and na. So, all the words ending in hard consonant are masculine gender. Next, we have ka, o, ma, na, a, ta, a, and stress is on o. So, how will we pronounce this word? Komnata, komnata. The next word is va, a, za, a, and stress is on a, the first a. So, how will we pronounce this word? Vaza. Next, we have the, o, sa, ka, a, and the stress is on a. So, how will we pronounce this word? The ska. If you notice, all these words end with a. So, here we can conclude that all the words ending in a are feminine gender nouns. The next category that we have is ano. The word that we are doing now is o, ka, na, o, and stress is on second o. So, how will we pronounce this word? Ak, no, ak, no. So, again if you notice, this word ends with an o. So, all the words ending in o are neuter gender nouns. So, there are 3 genders in Russian language. First one is masculine, feminine and neuter. So, the lesson has come to an end now. In this lesson, we have done some vowels and consonants, their pronunciation, how they are written, and we have done some words also, and we have learned the stress and reduction of vowels. We have also learned the basic gender category of nouns. Spasiba, до свидания.